It's a secret society. All they ask is trust. Blessings, people. I'm Magnetic Intuition. It's a beautiful day out here, man. It just rained and nature's looking good. Let's check it out. Of course, I'm on a trail, so it ain't like getting in the raw, uncut dirt, but we try over here. Mother Nature, Mother Gaia treats me well, and I'm sure she treats you well too, right? So let's get into it. And of course, I had to keep my imperfect glasses on, with all the scrapes and, all of that, to protect my eyes and stuff. But more or less, the topic of the video, you ready for it? Yeah, you ready for it. You ain't ready for it. Looks are deceiving. So, of course, I touched on this in another video, right? But not as much as I'm going to today, right? So many times in life, right? People study you, right? And they watch you, right? And they follow society's norms, right? Of what's tough, what's hardcore, what's gangster, right? In this matrix world, right? What they show you on TV, Scarface, the rappers and all that. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what we look at as being tough, right? But what we don't realize is, unfortunately, a lot of these people that are considered tough and gangster, they sold their souls to the devil, right? So, how tough are these people really if they couldn't even hold their own soul, right? So, that brings up warfare against the chosen ones and the angels, right? See, if you look at me, it's obvious I don't look tough, right? Never tried to be tough. That's just not my style. That's just not my mojo. You understand? Authenticity is what I do, is what I am, right? And more or less, going to war against someone you perceive as weak ends up biting you in the ass, right? Sooner or later. So I have friends, family, people that are on the dark side come at me. And they thought I was the easy win. They said, hey man, we got this guy. This guy is old, an inheritance, spiritual, material, right? Mind, body, and soul, right? So we're gonna take that from him because he looks weak. Because he is weak. He doesn't fit the description of a gangster. He doesn't fit the description of a drug dealer, right? He doesn't fit the description as a fighter. And see, that's where the Most High tricked you at, right? Because the problem is, when you sell your soul, you run with ego, right? Because that's the devil's environment, right? So, people in the thousands, in the millions, are coming up against me, right? And they're realizing that they never had a chance. Never. And they wish they backed out while they could have, right? That's the word on the spiritual streets, right? So word of advice, if you got people coming up against you, they underestimate you, and they take your looks, and they feel like you're weak, easy to walk over, flip the script on them, right? Show them who runs the town. Show them who runs the city. But not by pulling out a gun, not by punching someone, but by simply your energy, your inner chi, right? Your mind, body, and soul, right? Because regardless of the fact, as long as the universe is your best friend and you work with the universe, someone that sold their soul will never defeat you. And you know I got a story, so let's get into it. So there was a chick that I used to date, right? She told me, she was like, yeah, you know, because she perceived me as, I guess, being weak or soft, right? She said, you should go ahead and get Jay Prince's book, you know? And if everyone knows Jay Prince, he's like a notorious figure in the rap game, right? He's a mogul in the rap game, right? Known to be a gangster, right? She wanted me to be like him, right? But we are not the same, right? I'm authentic, right? And I'm not going against what he got going. I'm not saying any disses or anything like that. I'm just telling you the story, right? But she didn't know, because the Most High blocked it from her, that I'm a spiritual gangster. I run with the universe. My ancestors control the shit. I'm the chosen one. The Most High Yahweh chose me, right? To fuck up these cults, right? Right? So, you can only imagine how she's feeling now. The Most High's hidden secrets are the ones that don't look like they gangster. The ones that don't look like they're drug dealers. The ones that don't look like they'll sell their souls. Stay blessed, people. Stay motivated. I'm Magnetic Intuition. I'm out.